Hey guys, what's going on? I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well, it's been a while since I've been out to the range. I've only gone once in about the last 2 months. With my job starting back up again in August, it tends to keep me pretty busy, so it's hard for me to get out. Plus, when you throw the time change in there, you start to run into a little bit less daylight than what you're used to, and it is hard to get those long, full range days like we had before. So we'll keep putting out the videos. Don't worry about that. We got a lot of material coming your way. Well, guys, what we have here is the Sig Sauer SP or Sig Pro 2009 or 2009, whatever you want to call it. I call it just pure awesome. I'm a big fan of SIGs. I don't own one, but I've fired many, and I really do enjoy them. I put a lot of rounds through them, and every time I take one out, they're just consistent with the quality, and they're very accurate. I'm expecting no less from the 2009. This firearm is on loan to me from Stan, the owner of SS Pond in Lexington, Nebraska. You guys got that number there. I want you to give him a call. Stan at SS Pond will take care of all of your firearms needs. Some of the best prices anywhere, some of the lowest prices anywhere. What I appreciate about SS Pond is the fact that I don't have to go make the 80-mile round trip to the nearest competitor to get a good deal on firearms, and that's for anybody that goes to the shop. So check out SS Pond in Lexington, Nebraska. And by the way, this is part of Stan's private collection. This is not property of the store, just for the record. Guys, we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to shoot at 5 different distances. I like to call them maybe self-defense distances. We'll start off about 5 yards and then take it out to 25 yards. Anything past that, in all honesty, guys, my eyes just don't necessarily hold up well. This just has standard night sights on it. I mean, they work pretty good, and they're clear and visible. But when it comes to me, once I get past, say, 40 or 50 yards, my handgun accuracy really starts to decrease. Although, like I said, it is a Sig Sauer, and I tend to shoot these fairly accurately in the videos that you've seen before. Now, it is a double-action, full-time double-action trigger pull, a long, heavy pull, which does move the hammer, cock the hammer in the process when you fire it. And I'm not always the most accurate with the double action guns, and so we'll see how I do with this pistol. Like I said, it is a fairly long draw on the trigger, which is fine. I mean, I really do enjoy shooting it anyway. And then we'll go over and shoot some of the iron targets, the steel targets. And today's ammo is just going to be some Federal Champion brass, 115 grain that I picked up at Walmart. It's a good bulk ammo. It usually doesn't give me any issues, and hopefully this firearm will cycle it well. I'll probably take a few other brands with me just as a backup, just in case we have any issues with it running this ammo. So no guarantees on the weather. We're going to see what it's like out there today, because we are going into fall, and you never know what you're going to run into. So all right, guys, let's go ahead and run that range footage, and thanks for watching. All right, here we go. All right, guys, here we go. 115 grain Federal brass, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 yards. I've got it all marked with my distances. I haven't actually fired the SIG yet, but this will be the first target that I do a few shots on target with to see how it runs. Now, after this, we'll move over and shoot some of those steel targets, and we'll be wearing winter gloves both before and after to see if that affects my handling and functionality of the firearm. Since it's getting colder now, I think it'd be kind of interesting to see how well or how much winter gloves or light winter gloves have an effect on how you fire, accuracy, handling, and so on. All right, so here we go. All right, so I did a little bit of practice ahead of time, and When I was aiming with the bullseye just right above the front sight, I was kind of pulling off that little bit low and to the left like I usually do. When I aimed up a little bit, I was able to, just as a whole magazine, by the way, first magazine I fired, I was able to put 5 or 6 right on target, had to aim up a little bit higher than I'm used to. So back to the targets that we just shot, 5 yards, 15 feet. First shot was a little bit low, and then I had to correct a little bit, aim high. Basically, I had about 2/3 of the bullseye underneath the front sight to pull this off. A little bit different grip angle on the pistol. Okay, 10 yards, 30 feet. Still acceptable for self-defense distance. I think this was my first shot. 2 follow-up shots, not bad. And then 45 feet. This seems to happen a lot to me. I might need to talk to an instructor about this. Not bad, still acceptable. You're still looking at about 4 inches, I suppose. 3-shot group, okay. 20 yards, 60 feet, starts to open up quite a bit. 1, 2, can't find number 3. And then 25 yards, 1, not available, and that's pretty much it. You know, the trigger is really not that bad. The double action trigger pull, it's smooth, it's not gritty. You know, you can almost stage it, you can almost pull back, stop, readjust, and then fire. For only being the first shot through the gun, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm just gonna do a little more target practice myself, and then we'll go ahead and move over to the steel targets. All right, so hang tight. All right, guys, so she's shooting pretty good right now. Not bad. Missing a little bit. I don't know if I'm shooting a little bit low, a little bit high. It's a little bit hard for me to get my sight picture 100% figured out with this pistol. Fairly smooth trigger. It could be the double action trigger pull. It could just be my lack of practice. Who knows? So that was me shooting without gloves. Just wanted to put a little bit more than a mag through it. Again, was able to connect with most of the targets. I still have a few rounds left in the second magazine. We're gonna go and try it with some winter gloves now. I'll try the exact same thing over again. I'll have another mag on standby, and just to see how well it works with winter gloves. If you're on the, if you're not sure exactly if you want to purchase a gun like this, and say you're around winter weather, cold weather, like it's getting cold out right now, you might want to know if something like this is going to function well with winter gloves. So we'll go ahead and try it out, and we'll see what happens. All right, so next round's going to be me with winter gloves. All right, with gloves, here we go. Oh man, that feels weird. Well, that was interesting. Gloves, I'll empty by the way. Not bad, not bad. I don't shoot with gloves that often. Maybe I should do it more often. I don't know if it gave me a little bit better grip. The surface on this isn't exactly aggressive. The stippling is more rubbery than anything, and it does kind of slide around in the hand just a little bit. See if you guys can see that. It's not bad. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. You might be able to get some sort of special Talon grips for it, or maybe use some kind of skateboard tape and put that around there for a little more grip. So if you're looking at an SP2009 or 2009 model, I'd highly recommend you look at maybe getting some kind of an aftermarket grip, or make something to put something on there, because it does slide around the hand a little bit. Accuracy, either I was finally figuring out that sweet spot at the very end, or the gloves were helping out with my accuracy. Again, we've got night sights going on here. They're not bad. They're not bad. I'd almost consider maybe something a little bit different. Maybe go with something fiber optic up on the front for visibility. Not making excuses. I need a lot more practice with a pistol like this, and it is a joy to shoot. It's not bad. I've shot other SIGs better, but I've also not fired other SIGs using the full double action trigger pull, and I can see that's a weakness area that I have with shooting pistols, and that's something that you need to identify when you go to your range trips. What is it that you don't do very well? Is it rapid shooting? Is it trying to figure out where your sight is? Is it trying to figure out how to hold it? Are you pulling to the left? Are you pulling to the right? So overall, I mean, I'm very impressed with the pistol. It's very cool. I like it. I would probably stick with my 220, 226, 229, or 228, just me personally. So this kind of tells me that maybe I wouldn't want to go the route of, say, a 320 or 250. I believe those are full-time double-action trigger pulls. I could be wrong. I don't have the SIG catalog in front of me right now. Just shooting a little bit of steel, just playing around, having a good day today. It's not windy. Again, this is that second video out of 400 some that I've made where there's no wind going on. And it was a lot of fun to bring this out. So Standard SS Pawn, I want to thank you for lending me this pistol out of your private collection. It's a joy to shoot. You know, I'd maybe pick one up, but there's other SIGs that are on my wish list. These are going to run you around $800, anywhere between $600 and $800 if you find them, say, on Gun Broker. You might have better luck if you look around locally on some of the gun forums, maybe get into some of the SIG groups and see if anybody would happen to want to sell you one. But it was a lot of fun to shoot today. I really enjoyed it. Okay, I'd consider buying one, maybe. It's not bad. It is an older design, but it's not bad. It's comfortable to use, ergonomic. You know, and it functioned well. It had no trouble with the 115 grain brass that I was shooting with. So there you go, guys. I want to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for checking out the channel just to show you what kind of out-of-the-box accuracy an amateur shooter like myself can expect. It wasn't as impressive as it has been with other pistols that I've fired, but it's not a bad gun. It's not a bad gun. It's easy to use. It's comfortable. Recoil was minimal. The trigger's really not that bad. It's a light double-action trigger pull. Especially the more you practice with it, the more it seems to smooth out, and the better adapted you get to it. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. You can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon.com. You can support my channel with Patreon.com/TravisP11. We'll keep bringing you more gun videos. I'm going to come out again tomorrow, and I'm going to bring out the PSA AR AR-15 pistol. We're going to bench it, just see what kind of accuracy you can expect when you're benching it, and just kind of shooting it around a little bit, see how it runs. Otherwise, guys, I think that's about it. So I want to thank all my loyal supporters. Thank you for all my fans. Thank you for watching. Guys, make sure you check out Caliber Corner on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Time. It's on gunchannels.com, and you can also follow it over on YouTube. But get over to gunchannels.com if you have not. Get yourself an account, get set up, and get to know everybody over there because they're great people that are on gunchannels.com. So there you go, guys. All right, thanks for joining us today. I want you to have fun, be safe, get out, enjoy the weather, and you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.